many members of parliament, and so on and so forth. So it's a bold step for one friend, even though we belong to the same party. Let me censure you because of an illegality and irregularity that did happen. So we appreciate everybody that have done so, and we encourage others that have not signed to sign, so that we rectify an irregularity that was occasioned for people to sit and award themselves money in such a surreptitious manner a few months into the office, and they're giving themselves a service award. For what exactly? Now, we have had some voices say that, but this money was passed by Parliament. Why are people complaining? Is that actually true? When you read the Ministerial Policy Statement and the report of the Legal and Parliamentary Affairs Committee, which handles the Parliamentary Commission, and you look at the budget that was passed, there's no such a thing as 1.7 billion shillings to go to Honorable Mpuuga, Honorable Ssenyonyi, Honorable Mpuuga, and Honorable Mpuuga. It's not there. And I challenge any member of parliament to avail a document to that effect. It's not there. What we think could have happened, because in the Ministerial Policy Statement and even the report of the Legal and Parliamentary Affairs Committee, a case was made for a wage shortfall of 45.65 billion, saying that this money had been cut as being part of the Parliamentary Commission. So it creates a wage shortfall. So Parliament resolved, let's reinstate that, so that there's no wage shortfall, so that people are paid their salaries, including staff and so on. So if it was hidden in such a figure, that makes it even more illegal, that makes it even more problematic. If it was hidden in the benefits of past leaders, that makes it problematic, because the benefits of past leaders were debated on the floor of Parliament. Even when some of us had an alternative view, at least it was passed, and we know about it. And that's why you saw former speakers getting cards and so on and all of these different things. Yeah, many of us were opposed, but the majority had that. So at least it was debated and passed. And we are, by the way, saying it's problematic when somebody who was former vice president, he was also former speaker and also former deputy speaker, is getting benefits of all those offices. It's shabby. It is wrong. But it was debated, and the majority had their day. When did Parliament debate this 1.7 billion shillings to these commissioners? When? Where are the documents to that effect? I challenge anyone to bring their hands and showing that we debated this issue. We did not. So if it was hidden somewhere within the lump sum and taken care of there, that makes it even more problematic. The more reason why we are censuring these commissioners, because we must operate transparently. If it was an okay thing, why did we debate it? A few weeks ago, Parliament debated a service award to the outgoing Auditor General. I stood up and said, this person is entitled to benefits. Let's leave it at the benefits that he's entitled to. But colleagues said, no, he also deserves a service award. And it was debated. In fact, somebody was suggesting 1 billion shillings. Eventually, Parliament zeroed down on 500 million shillings for Mr. John Muwanga, the outgoing Auditor General. It passed, even though many of us opposed it. But at least it was debated. When did we debate and pass this 1.7 billion shillings to these four people? Honorable M.p Mpuuga, Honorable Solomon Ssenyonyi, Honorable Prosia Kampulida, and Honorable Esther Afoyochan. We did not. So let's not hoodwink the public to say that those of us who are speaking about these issues, we are dishonest to pass this thing. We did not pass it anywhere. So if you hid it somewhere within the lump sum budget, and that's where you're taking care of it from, that makes it even more problematic. The reason why these are our colleagues. In fact, we had expected that these are our colleagues would be leaders, work their names, and say, you know what, this is problematic, let's step down. Not even wait for us to push you out. But since they've chosen not to do that, we shall do what we have got to do. And also to cleanse our name, because you cannot say we passed this and now we are being dishonest. We did not. And I challenge anyone to avail information to the contrary. Those are the 4 issues that I wanted to share with us. I can wanga batuula ne beegabira akawumbi kamu mu miliyoni 7 nga beesiima oba baali beesiima ki nga ate baali bakayingira ofisi myezi bwezi batuula ne beesiima mu kukutu. Twagala okwebaza ababaka bonna aba NRM aba opposition ebiina ebyenjawulo abavuddeyo ne basayininga motion eno. Kikolwa si kya butiitiizi kubanga bakomisyonazi bano babaka bannaffe tutuula nabo mikwano gy'ababaka ab'enjawulo naye ababaka bagamba newankubadde muli bannaffe newankubadde muli mikwano gyaffe kino ekyakolebwa kikyamu katubajjemu obwesige. Bannaffe bano munnaye tebaalirize nakubajjamu obwesige, baaligambye naye omanyi kyetwakola nedda kyali kikyamu katulekulire, naye baagaana katubasindiikirize. Si mu mutima mubi naye nga tugamba tulina okutereeza ekikyamu ekyakolebwa. Waliwo bannaffe abavudde ne bagamba nti naye mwe abaagala okujja bannammwe obwesige ensonga eno palamenti yeyagiyisa. Lwaki mwayisa ekintu ate kakati mwefudde? Ebala kyogera mu lwatu wano nti palamenti teyisangako sente zino akawumbi akamu mu miliyoni 7 ezaweebwa Honorable M.p Mpuuga, Honorable Solomon Ssenyonyi, Honorable Posi Akampulira, Honorable Esther Foyokyana. Palamenti teziyisangako. Otunuulira Ministerial Policy Statement, notunuulira Committee ya Legal and Parliamentary Affairs Committee eyo evunaanyizibwa ku Parliamentary Commission, nolaba ne budget eyayisibwa. Temuli kintu nti akawumbi akamu mu miliyoni 7 okugenda ku bantu abo abana tekirimu. Era challenging omuntu yenna agamba nti palamenti yaziyisa atulage zayisibwa mu kiwandiiko ki. Debate yali ddi? Twabidebatingako ddi? Kubanga bayinza okubanga bakikweka kati ekimu ku ebyo palamenti yayisa okuddamu okuzza wage sente zisasulibwa omusaala n'abakozi naki zaali zikendeezeddwa. Bamwe negamba nete tuziseeyo nebongeramu obuwumbi 45. Kakati oba bakikwekamu ekyo kikyamu, lwaki temwakijjayo mu bulambulukufu bwakyo? N'ensonga endala abamu bagamba nti kyayita mu benefits za past leaders. Benefits za past leaders palamenti yaziteesaako. Era kyemuvudde mulaba abaali basipiika bafuna emmotoka n'ebirala, newankubadde ffe abamu twakiwakanya. Natugamba naye sookoleke abantu bano abamu kati ng'owekitiibwa Ssekandi yali vice president, yali speaker, yali deputy speaker, naye atafuna benefits za offices ezo zonna. Kikyamu. So tulina ebintu bingi bitwawakanya, naye at least kyayita omuntu waba akiwolereza agamba palamenti yakiyisa newankubadde twakiwakanya. Zino zo ssente zino akawumbi akamu mu miliyoni 7 zayitawa. Era ku Hansard ani asobola okujjayo Hansard titwateesa ku nsonga zino? Tetuziteesangako. Juzi palamenti twateesa ku kasiimo aka auditor general ono ali mu kufuluma amaliza emirimu gye mwami John Muwanga. Nayogera ku floor n'engamba nti ne bannange abamu nti omukulu ono alina benefits z'alina okufuna, afuna ezo naye ekyasaavisa award ekyakasiimo nedda. Ne balemerako abamu ne bagamba nti fakti nga okwongera ku benefits ze tumwe n'akawumbi just kakumusiima gye byaggwera palamenti neeyisa miliyoni 5 ez'akasiimo service award. Twakiwakanya naye kyayita. So ku record kwekiri newankubadde ffe twakiwakanya naye kyayita. So kakati ekyo oyinza okugamba nti kiri mateeka kubanga abatusinga enamba bakiyisa. Kino ekyabannaffe 1.7 billion kyayita ddi? Twakiteesaako ddi nga parliamenti? So bannaffe baleme kubuzaabuza ggwanga nti palamenti mumwayisa ekintu kino ate kakati mwefudde. Nedda, tetukiyisaako. Oba balina bwe bakikweka kati sente ezo balina bwe bazijje ate kati okubona musango mulala. So ensonga eno tukyagiriko era nga twebaza abasayinize bonna okulaba nti twetereeza nga palamenti. Mwebale nnyo. Mr. Namayo. Yes, some opposition MPs have not signed the censure motion yet. Our hope is that they will sign. Some have been away on different engagements on behalf of Parliament. They are back, some are even here. From here they are going down to sign. So there are those that have been away. for different reasons. Some have been on leave, like the Honorable Flavia Karolevo. We are very delighted to see back. She has come specifically to sign. Her leave is still ongoing, the maternity leave. She has come to sign, and others. There are those who, maybe because they are friends to some of the commissioners, or they have been whipped not to sign. Our hope is that we shall speak with one voice, and I want to really put it to them that they are actually even more accountable to their constituents, their voters, than even ourselves. Because their constituents out there are saying, this is an important issue that has got to be dealt with. Our hope is that if they don't want to listen to us as leaders, at least let them listen to their voters, because their voters are saying a different thing. And our hope is that they will listen to their voters, because that's where it matters. You know, in the last parliament, there are some people who refuse to listen to their voters during Tojikwatako, and they paid heavily. So there are sanctions at different levels, especially that one. So our hope is that we shall speak with one voice, and our hope is that no one will see this as witch hunt. You know, in the past, the people who are saying this was a witch hunt, because we in NDP, we started this regarding our person, our own. Some people say that was an internal fight, but there are three who belong to the NRM. So you can't say this is witch hunt or whatever the case might be. We simply are saying let's rectify an illegality and irregularity that happened. Nakasita, when do we handle commission? Nakasita, sorry. You know, recently we had Kasita people. So, Rachel.
Honorable, before you get to Rachel's question, just in addition to what Nama said, I've seen some opposition MPs who are demobilizing MPs not to sign. And these are the lobby. Whoever is going to sign, they say first to wait. These are opposition MPs. Do you have an action you are going to take?
Again, we are trying to, we've got reports of even some of our members who are demobilizing. We don't know what the incentive is, you know, because what we have had is some are demobilizing, there's exchange of money. We have had, I don't have any facts yet that anyone has been given money and told not to sign, but I am hearing these things. So we are trying to find out, and hopefully we'll get to the bottom of these issues, yeah? Because there's too much talk going around. But most importantly, I hope we can stick to the principle. An irregularity happened, let's deal with that irregularity. Rachel, when do we get to deal with commission issues? That's my concern too. As the leader of the opposition who sits on the commission, I am concerned that I don't know the affairs of the commission. I don't know when commission meetings sit, if any has started. I've not attended any, because I've not been invited to any. By the way, even the budget of the commission, it is supposed to first be discussed by the commission before it is eventually passed. Who sat as the commission? Because at least I didn't attend that meeting. Am I being kept out deliberately because they know I'm making too much noise and I will oppose certain things? Maybe, because it looks like the commission is sitting somehow. But who is comprising those who are sitting? Because I am a full member of the commission. I've never, not once, since I became law in January, I've never got an invitation to a commission meeting. But decisions are being taken. And that's why I keep writing to the speaker, so that I am on record. So that tomorrow, no one says, you were invited and you didn't come. Where is the invitation? Because I'm the one who keeps writing and saying, when are we sitting? When will the commission sit? So it's important that there is transparency. So it's a concern that I also have. Because if meetings are not happening, if I'm not being invited to attend meetings, and somebody is taking decisions somewhere, that is ultra bias, it is wrong. And that's how people get to suspect us of many things. Why are we operating in a surreptitious manner? What are we trying to hide? That even we members of the commission, like myself, I'm not invited to commission meetings. Why? Clearly, there is something fishy. That's what I can say, and we need to rectify that. And by the way, that's why we are censuring these commissioners. Because as you saw, those ones sat very quietly. I'm told how it would happen in the past. They would target when some people are away. I had Honorable Nabanja, the Right Honorable Nabanja, Prime Minister, complaining when I was taking her on regarding Mabati issues, who are in Kalungu for a function. She said, but Honorable Ssenyonyi, why do you keep calling me a thief? Did you see me among the commissioners in that meeting who sat and awarded themselves money? meaning she also had her concerns. I'm told that meeting sat when she was away, and the Minister of Finance, because all of them were away. So when you target when people have traveled, for example, and you quickly call a commission meeting so to pass something, that is also problematic. We must be transparent. Can you be estimate of the amounts to be spent on regional seatings? In fact, I don't even want to just estimate. That's why I'm demanding for a commission meeting, because the Parliamentary Commission is the one in charge of finances of this institution. And so I've written to the Speaker saying the Commission is supposed to sit to approve these regional seatings with a budget attached, how much in exactness is going to be passed. But now we don't know, we are simply estimating billions, of course, because if all the 529 MPs, including the 28 ex-officials, because they're also members of Parliament, they don't vote, but they attend our meetings and they debate and so on. So even those you can add to them. And then the numerous staff. So everything is being done quietly, which is problematic. The Commission has got to sit and discuss a budget, that this is the amount going to be spent on these regional sittings. And then we discuss, is it justifiable? Should this money be spent on something else that is more relevant, more plausible? All these are issues of concern. And finally, Didan, former MPs are asking for a service award. You see, that's the problem when you set a precedent. Everyone will want it. In the last parliament, this parliament actually objected to a service award to government officials who went and they saved government a lot of money. The oil case and so on, arbitration. But you see, even when actually in reality they saved government trillions of shillings, the understanding was you people had a salary to do that. So you were doing your job. And that's why Parliament itself objected to that service award. That committee report, by the way, was read by the Right Honourable Anita Moore, who was the then Vice Chairperson of COSASE. And Parliament passed a resolution saying, number one, this money should be refunded by these people because it was wrong. Number two, the IGG should investigate that golden handshake, you remember? So Parliament actually pronounced itself on that because it was wrong. Yeah. Now here are people who are paid the salary, are getting, and they've not saved the government anything or whatever the case might be, like the other ones did. Under what premise do they award themselves money? Now, when you set that precedent, everyone else will want a service award. When we were discussing the service award to the Auditor General, I said, he has benefits that he's entitled to, that's enough. And he said, how about now all other workers of government at different levels? KCCA workers are out there protesting. Not for an award. We have worked for it. They're not getting their salary. But people who earn salaries and have benefits are given a service award. So that's why even now former MPs are saying, but wait a minute, everyone is getting a service award. We have also served the country. We should get a service award. I want to salute former members of Parliament for serving this country. They set a foundation all the way from the Constituent Assembly to where we are today, and we salute them. I'm, however, opposed to their idea of a service award. Because who are you going to award and who won't you award? How about other public servants? Forget the politicians. There are actually public servants who have done a lot more work than us politicians. So who do you award, who do you not award? How about former police officers? Some of whom are chasing their pension. Not a service award, their pension for years they have not got it. Many government employees have not got their pension. Some have died chasing for their pension. But people are being given service awards. So we object to the service award asked for by our former colleagues. No, it is not right. We thank you for serving the country, but surely, who are we going to award and who won't be awarded? What weighing scale are you going to use? Because is it true, and I say this with due respect, is it true that every one of, okay, maybe let me not even go that direction. Because what yardstick do you get to use? There are people who, Parliament ends in 5 years and they have not said anything on the floor of Parliament. Will they also want a service award, including this Parliament of ours? There are people who since the start have not said anything. So will they also get a service award? They have their benefits and pension. Please, let's not vulgarize this issue. With due respect to our former Leaders, you serve this country. Thank you. But no. Motion. Twagala okubiriza bannaffe abatannasayininga tukole ekituufu. Abamu ku bannaffe badde tebaliiwo nga batambudde ku mirimu egy'enjawulo gya Parliament, kirungi bakomeewo, abamu we bali wano era nga bagenda kusayininga, abamu babadde ku liivu, maternity leave nga Honorable Flavia Kalone n'abalala akomyewo okusayininga. So tukubiriza abali eyo bajje basayininge. Tubiwulira nti tulina bannaffe ate aboogereza bannaffe abamu nti temusayininga, tetumanyi oba tubiwulire eyo mu nkubu kyebaba bawayo akasente, simanyi sirina bukakafu ku ekyo, naye tubiwulira. Bwe oba toyagala sayininga, leka abagala okukola ekituufu bakikole, kubanga tulina abamu nga bagamba nti ono omuntu ono mukwano gwange nnyo, tuvudde wala newankubadde yakola ekikyamu, namba sente y'omusolo tewali buzibu. Bw'oba osazeewo okulaba otyo gwe ng'omukulembeze, ate tusikiriza balala kukola ekyo nga kubugizaako okwasaganya ensonga eyo. So tugezaako okunoonyereza ku nsonga zino, naye tukubiriza bannaffe omulanga, tubakubira omulanga nti abantu bemuli accountable tu okusookera ddala be balonzi bammwe, nga temunabeera na accountable okufi bakulembeze bannammwe, naye abalonzi, ate abalonzi bavuddeyo ku nsonga eno. Temubeera nga bannaffe abali mu Parliament ewedde togikwatako, abalonzi bagamba temugikwatako mpaka ye najja n'agikwatako, mwabalaba abasinga tebadda nakudda. So tukole ekituufu n'abalonzi kye batusuubiramu. Lwekyo abuuliza ku nsonga za commission, munnange nange njagala nnyo ensonga ezikwata ku parliamentary commission zireme kubeera mu nkutu, nze neemulugunya nti bujanga nfuuka leader of opposition ndi member wa commission ne siyitibwanga mu meeting n'ekyo n'emu, ate ng'emirimu gitambula, sente zisaasaanyibwa, ani atuulanga parliamentary commission? Oba bagiyita n'etuula nze nga tebampise, era nga njagala ntegeere lwaki, ki kye bankweka, lwakubanga njogera nnyo ku nsonga zino ate nga sigenda kusirika, naye ndi full member of the commission, lwaki siyitibwa? Ebintu bikolebwa mu nkukutu. So tulina okubeera abalambulukufu obulungi ku nsonga zino eza parliamentary commission, kubanga ebigenda mu maaso bikyamu. Nali eyo ekalungu ku mukolo ogumu, ow'ekitiibwa Nabbanja naye yaliyo, ne mumubuuza ku nsonga ez'amabaati, bwe yagenda okwogera n'agambye n'eroopu, lwaki ompita omubbi? Nze wandabako mu parliamentary commission mwaba abeegabira ssente, kitegeeza naye yakiraba nti kikyamu. Ate mu meeting eyo teyaliiwo, mpulira oluusi baalinanga abantu abamu tebaliiwo, ono atambudde noono ne bagiyita mangu mangu, ekyo kiba kikyamu. Naye nze sifunaga ku invitation okutuula mu parliamentary commission, kyovulaba mpandiika amabaluwa kangamba ne Madam Speaker, lwaki totuuza commission ne twogera ku nsonga zino? Mwami Kajubi, yes, estimate ya regional sittings sina na estimate, ate sina kubanga nteebereza buteebereza. Kyokudula bangamba nti parliamentary commission yalitudde ne tufuna budget embalirira nti bwe tunaagenda eggulu sente mmeka ezigenda okusaasaanyibwa buwumbi bumeka, bwe tunaagenda Embaale, Masaka, Mbarara sente mmeka, tukikubeko ebirowoozo tukiyise oba tukigaane, ne tetunafuna mukisa ogwo. Kyokudula waffe tugamba nti nedda enkola eno si ntuufu. Finally, Dylan abuuziza ku nsonga y'abaali ababaka abavuddeyo ku nsonga y'akasiimo nga nabo basaba akasiimo. Sookera ddala njagala kwebaza abaali ababaka okubira ddala mu Constituent Assembly, baze baweereza eggwanga era emirimu tuze tugiraba nga tubeebaza, tubasiima nga bannayuganda. Naye kino ate ekyokusaba akasiimo, abannaye mutulekeemuko, kubanga mwafuna ku musaala mulina benefits naki, naye kati bwe tunaagamba nti kakati twongereko n'akasiimo, buli omu agenda kusaba akasiimo, kati akasiimo tukawaani tolekaani, kubanga n'abakozi ba gavumenti abataali babaka nabo baweereza eggwanga oluusi n'okusinga ababaka abamu, kuba tulina ababaka abamu ekisanja kiggwanga atayogerangako okufuya palamenti, kati naye n'asaba akasiimo. Nedda bannange, sigambye nti ababaka abaali ababaka abo tebaakola mirimu, bagikola twagirabanga, naye bwe tunaagamba nti kakati buli omu afuna akasiimo, kigenda kuyitirira esente ezo teziriiwo. Kati budget eno gye twayisa obutabalika n'oku7.2 URS ekuŋŋaanya buli obutabalika nga 23 kwa 25. So tuleme kisusa nnyo. Tulina abakozi ba KCC abali mu kwekalakaasa ebweru abo, bote basaba kasiimo basaba musaala gwabwe gwe bakoleredde emyezi ena tebannasasulibwa kati bano tebannafuna musaala gwabwe ate abalala baagala kasiimo. Nedda bannange tuleme kususa nnyo nsonga ezo, otherwise kijja kwonooneka tube nga tetulina ngeri gye tukikontrolinga. Mwebale nnyo. Ate manyi ebibuuzo biweddeyo kale this to finance.
Gloria yagambyeko ababaka baba akizima okuba nti temusoma
okijira actually yeah abagamba nti tetusoma biwandiiko babitulage biwandiiko kyebi bitutasoma kubanga nze mbagambye nti ministerial policy statement mu report ya Legal and Parliamentary Affairs Committee evunaanyizibwa ku Parliamentary Commission ne mu budget temuliimu service award akawumbikamu mu milioni 7 eza Honorable Mpuuga, Honorable Ssenyonyi, Honorable Kampulira ne Honorable Afonjani. Teziri mu documents zirina. Kati abagamba nti biri mu document bazitulage. Bajeyo Hansard. Eraga nti ekintu kino kyateesebwako. Nga bwe twaziteesa ku benefits ez'aba speaker abaali ba speaker, nga bwe twaziteesa ku benefits za Auditor General naki bajeyo Hansard. Kubanga Hansard yo terimba tubasaba. Bajeyo Hansard ensonga eno twagikubaganya kutta ebirowoozo baleme tujja kumala kwogera ngambo nakimbu tetusoma kale mwabasoma ate abamu lwakubasaagala balabisa saawa zino tebajja mu palamenti era tebatera kuteesa so kakati situmanyi oba be basoma babeere nga bateesa n'abaana baabwe mayumba gaabwe naye kale oba bo basoma batulage kye basoma ffe kitutasoma. Bajeyo Hansard eraga nti ensonga eno yateesebwako bakitulage teriyo. For our colleagues who keep insinuating that you see some colleagues don't read, I want to challenge them again because I have all the documents, the ministerial policy statement, the report of the Legal and Parliamentary Affairs Committee that is concerned with the Commission, the budget. There is no such a thing as a service award of 1.7 billion, Honorable Mpuuga, Honorable Ssenyonyi, Honorable Afonjani, and Honorable Kampulira. It is not there. I challenge them to produce it, and I challenge them to produce the Hansard where this issue was debated, because all the other awards were debated to former speakers and so on, to the Auditor General. Even though we had our disagreements, at least it was debated. I challenge them to produce the Hansard where this matter was debated. It's not there. So stop confusing people, surely.
Chief Whip of Ghana about Nrm
it is something that keeps happening and efforts are frustrating. You're here, you're putting out a lot of energy, but the process starts and ends in the middle of it.
You know, I have said before, and I will say again, that when you fight corruption, it fights back. When you fight corruption, it fights back. So as we are even fighting against these irregularities, they are fighting back in various ways. That's why we are hearing some people are given money, we don't know. But please, let no leader worth their name come out to defend an irregularity. Let's deal with the irregularities. And again, I want to appreciate leaders in NRM who have spoken out. The Deputy Secretary General, Honorable Rose Nabayanyo of NRM, spoke out on this issue, saying this was wrong. And I appreciate her, I applaud her. She belongs to a different party, but I'm glad she spoke out. And other NRM leaders, in fact, NRM leaders, MPs, are the ones at the forefront of this together with some of our colleagues. And we appreciate them. So those who are discouraging people, choose which side of history you want to be on. Bannaffe abavaayo okulemesa abo abateeka emikono ku censure motion bane tubabuuza mwe lwaki mwagala okubeera ku saidi y'ekikyamu nga bwe nzize ngambye nti bw'olwanyisa enguzi naye kulwanyisa so kakati kyekiriwo kakati abo abagezaako okulemesa mukoleraani mukolera bannayuganda oba mwina abalala be mukolera njagala kwebaza kubanga si nti buli mukulembeze wa NRM avuddeyo okuwakanya ekintu kino. Oweekitiibwa Rose Nabayanja, Deputy Secretary General wa NRM, yavaayo n'ayogera ku nsonga eno n'agamba kino kikyamu. Okay, Minisita Namuganza yasayinize abakikulembera bano ba NRM n'abaffe, era njagala okubeebaza tetuli mu kibiina kye kimu naye ku nsonga eno waakiri bavuddeyo ne bagamba kino kikyamu. Tutambulira awo.